he can't become a god again, and so he goes around the country, frees them with Meg, who is the daughter of Demeter, and they have fun adventures and all that stuff, and that's the first 4 books. So, yeah. Then we have the 5th book, The Tower of Nero. What I know about the plot of this book is that they're going to New York. Literally all I know is that they're going to New York. And there's going to be a big battle, and I'm almost positive somebody is going to die. I mean, it's from Apollo's POV, which you can't really go wrong on. And, I mean, Meg's going to be there. Meg is great. And a bunch of characters are coming back. So Annabeth is in this book, I believe. He said that. Percy's in the book, definitely. Rachel's in the book, which I'm very excited about. I love her. Rick said that the person who died in Burning Maze was gonna be in the book in a way, which I thought, what? Excuse me. I was like, what do you mean? Nico and Will are in this book. And they are a couple. And they are perfect together. I'm very excited to see what happens, so I'm gonna hopefully start that tonight if it arrives. Because, it said it was supposed to arrive today, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. Oh my god, look at it. It's so pretty. So I literally just got my hands on this. I actually have to go somewhere like pretty soon. I'm gonna read the first, I don't know, a few chapters right now. I'm really excited. Y'all, shaking. Okay, so I just finished chapter 3. And wait, I didn't. Okay, I just read The Voice of the 7-Layer Dip and started freaking out. That means Percy Jackson's house. I'm like 30 pages in, I think. Very good. Reading from Apollo's point of view is just so entertaining. Just like, no matter what's happening, but they have an ally who is working with Nero, but she's actually helping them. Her name's Lou. She's cool, and her and Meg know each other. She was like Meg's trainer, so I don't know what's going on with her. Okay, I'm back. It's 7:30 now. I went to my flute lesson, and I'm back to read chapter 4, which apparently might have a cameo from Percy. Yes. So, I'll be back if anything exciting happens. Okay, it's been about 2 seconds. So the chapter titles for here, I'm gonna move, ignore the light. The chapter titles, they don't have like chapter titles in Trials of Apollo. Each chapter starts with a haiku. So this is the haiku to begin chapter 4. This child is too cute. Please, no more adorable. Whoops, my heart just broke. If that's not me with everything, I don't know what it is. I'm so excited. Sally's in this chapter, I think, so I'm so excited. I'm gonna go. Estelle is so cute. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm about to cry. Percy graduated. Another random thing. There's literally Apollo just crying in the shower. Me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Lou girl I mentioned earlier. So, I didn't know how she knew Meg. Apparently Lou is Meg's legal guardian because her abusive stepfather is an evil dude. So, not good. I think, okay, I might be reading too much into this, but I'm pretty sure Apollo just said ACAB. A good cop was still a cop, still a part of the mind game. A lot of stuff has happened. He pushed Lily off the building. Crazy. Then, they're at camp now. So fun. We just saw Julia, who's now the Hermes head counselor, I'm assuming. I guess that means the Stoll brothers are college, I guess. which is really sad. Sherman with Aries Cabin was mentioned, and Harvey. Love Harvey. Who else? Austin and Kayla, yes. And now Nico and Will are here, so it's about to get good. And Apollo cried. So yeah. Okay, so Nico just asked about Jason. And now him and Meg are holding hands. Y'all, I am so smart. So right here it says okay, it's complicated. Nico sensed Bleep's death weeks ago. It sent him into a rage. What I was trying to say in this video was I had this like thing that happened in my mind. I had this like whole thing played out in my head where Nico was sitting at the campfire with everyone, and then all of a sudden he like fainted, and it was because he sensed Bleep's death. And I literally, like, it didn't happen at the campfire in this, and it didn't happen like the same way, but I was just like, he can sense death because he's the son of Hades. So I'm just like so smart. That was quite something. So I'm now on chapter 10, and wow, Rick really took the criticism that people had about the books and really like improved this all, because he really, so one thing that a lot of people were saying is that they wanted Rick to do more representation with mental illness, because like these children have been through like so much trauma, and like they just wanted him to talk more about the mental health side of it all. And there was just like 2 full pages about Nico. Y'all, oh my god. So it's about him having PTSD. All that is just a full paragraph on all the stuff Nico's been through. Y'all, this is so cute. It's not really cute, it's kind of actually very sad. And through it all, he struggled with his upbringing as a conservative Catholic Italian male from the 1930s, and finally learned to accept himself as a young gay man. I don't know how far I'm gonna read today. I was thinking like halfway. At the pace I'm going at, it might have Rachel Elizabeth Dare, who I love very much. She's iconic, so she's gonna be showing up soon, which is exciting. I don't know how far I'm gonna get tonight. I'm hoping to finish it because one of my favorite Percy Jackson YouTubers just uploaded a reading vlog of her reading it, and I want to watch it without like being spoiled, so I want to finish it, but I don't know, we'll see. Apollo is talking to the person that died in Burning Maze. I have about 60 pages left. Crazy, right? I read a lot more than I was expecting. I do not know what the context of this next clip is. I don't know when I filmed this or like what I was reacting to, but I'm just sitting there in full tears. I don't know what happened. That was a very disturbing video. Anyway, now this is like my kind of like overall review of the book. So here you go. The first thing is the quotes in the book. There are just a few things that I really, it's just like, it's so beautiful. Like one, which is actually the background of my phone now, is backwards, but it says the sun always comes back, which is such a great quote. Basically, like, Meg and Apollo were like saying bye because he was either gonna die or become a god again. So they were, and he was like, wait, she was like, are you gonna was like the best way to do it. So, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he just like went around to everyone. He saw Freyna. I mean, I can check, whatever. So, he saw Frank and Hazel, and they're like vibing at camp, and then he saw Leo and Reyna and Talia, and they were all hanging out, and Leo, I love seeing Leo because I love Leo. And then he saw Percy and Annabeth. They're going to college, and was studying architecture, obviously. And then one of my favorites of like the little like visits was Piper, because I was not expecting it, because if you've seen my other video about reading Here's of Olympus, you know I do not like Piper, but all of a sudden I like her now, because okay, she, in the first series she was dating Jason, and their relationship was so forced. It was so forced. There was no chemistry at all. So I feel like that was really like weighing down her character, because I cannot stand people that are dating people just because. I can't stand it. It annoys me so much. So I was like, I cannot. I simply cannot. But now she is. It's not confirmed whether she is. It's not confirmed whether she's bisexual or if she's gay or whatever she is. But she was kissing a girl. And all of a sudden I love her character. Because here's the thing. The fandom, like the entire series, alright, the fandom ever since Pepper was introduced, we've all been like, hey, what if she wasn't straight? And Rick finally did it. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And then the final page of the book. The final page of the book was truly something else. I literally like gasped. It's literally the best way Rick could have possibly ended this series. Camp Half Chronicles, this book. This was the Tower of Nero, and it was amazing.